What's up, guys? Damn. Why do I even try? What's up? So, today we're going to talk about this figure right here. You can't see it. Man, 3 videos in, I freaking suck balls at YouTube. This figure right here. Zero Two Kotobukiya exclusive. This figure was very hard to get. I'm going to tell you guys the story how I got this figure. So, damn, such a tiny ass house. This was an exclusive for Anime Expo 2019. Yeah, 2019. Last year's Anime Expo, which was a catastrophe. Maybe we can talk about that in a different video. Anyways, maybe I'll talk about it now. I'm pissed off. This figure, I gotta stop banging this thing. I'm gonna damage the box. Because you already know, when you're in the Handa Force, packaging is the most important part of the process. So, as you can probably tell, here, I'll show you this side. The normal version of this figure is not white. She's wearing the red. This is what she's wearing in, I think, episode, some weebs out there, please correct me. I'm a weeb. I think like 20, 23? I don't remember. This is the 13th unit version. The reason that this one is superior to the red one is because look at this face. And the red one, she has like a regular blank, generic face. This one, look at this face. That's freaking cute. That's adorable. Anybody would want this figure. And everybody wanted this figure at Anime Expo. Probably still. It's like 300. Let's find out. How much does this cost on eBay? We're going to look it up right freaking now. eBay. Damn. There it is. Zero Two Kotobukiya exclusive. 350, 300. Oh, about 300. I paid about $100 at Anime Expo. This, oh boy, here we go. It's story time. It's story time, y'all. Here's the thing. So, Anime Expo, always get that 4-day pass. Maybe if I have like 1 or 2 subscribers, we can meet up at Anime Expo. I'll probably have 0 by this summer, but that's okay. For the 2 people that watch this and hate me for it, I'm doing this for you. So, this was very difficult to get because for whatever reason, the only numbnuts that had it at Expo was Crunchyroll. Now, I don't use Crunchyroll because I get all my anime for free because the best things in life are free. The best things in life are free. Like anime, if you know where to look. Not advocating anything illegal. Don't do anything illegal. But I'm not the boss of you. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Anyways, they were the only people that had this exclusive figure. The only other way to get this is to go to freaking Japan and buy this at the Kotobukiya store. Oh, sorry about the reflection. You can see here. I'll turn this off. There we go. Yeah, the only other way to get this was at Anime Expo at the Crunchyroll booth. So these guys, for whatever reason, thought it would be a good idea. Okay, let's only stock 100 per day of these. So day 1 Anime Expo rolls around. I wait in line. It was really bizarre. Like, the line was snaking around like this. But then somehow these 4 lines going like this were all facing the same direction. And everybody just merged into one line. And I don't know how it works. I don't know why they don't just hire people. I've been to Comic-Con once. Anime Expo twice. Comic-Con once this past year. My friend hooked me up with a ticket. It was the last day. But it was the most well-run convention of the 3 that I've been to. Ever. It was incredible. Probably because they pay their employees. So, Anime Expo, please hire some people because your volunteer. I think a bunch of volunteers like quit the first day or something. I don't know. Anyways, back to this figure. So I go there day one. I run and I pick up two. There's two like art comic books from Udon that I got signed by Rob Porter. I'll make I might make a video about those at a later date. Really fantastic artist, Rob. Edwin as well. Both those guys are off the chain. So I go there first because I'm like, okay, that's a con exclusive. They only have like I think 1,000 per convention, and that's a comic, but that's like $5, $6, $8, whatever. So I ran and I bought one, and I got it signed and all that. And then next place I went, very next place was the Good Smile thing because you got to get your ticket because weebs got to get their Nendoroids, right? I'm a freaking weeb, my goodness. Got to get their Nendoroids, and then foolishly I thought, okay, well, nobody's gonna shell out $100 for this figure because spending $3 billion already to get to Anime Expo. It's expensive as balls in California just to exist here. Let me tell you. And no one's gonna pay $100. They sold out, I guess, in the first 10 minutes. So I was triggered at this point. I was straight up triggered. I was mad. I was like, man, damn, this sucks. So second day, we go in. I don't really want to share my second day strategy because it's kind of secret. Maybe if you're in my first 100 subscribers, I'll tell you guys how to avoid the madness on the second through fourth day. There are good techniques to doing Anime Expo that are underground. They're legal. That's fine. There's no rules bending or anything, but there's certain things you ought to know. I may make a video on it after this year's expo. That's probably gonna be my last expo. It's a pain in the butt to go. So second day I go in. My friends wanted to go to the entertainment hall because the first day they just get exclusives and go to Artist Alley, and the rest of the time they just play Smash in the entertainment hall, which is awesome. That's fine. I like to do that too. So second day I run in. I get checked in. I didn't bring any bags or anything with me. Save time through security, right? Because that does a whole lot. I got in there. I run straight to the straight in there, and they didn't open the exhibit hall yet. They were late opening the exhibit hall for some reason, but they opened the convention. It was weird. If you've ever been to LA Convention Center, you know kind of how the main hall works. There's like you come in through the front, and there's these terraces up here that are around, and then on the second story is the exhibit hall on the story that goes underneath. So it's like this. Here's the exhibit hall. Here's where you come in, and then here's Artist Alley down here. So you go down these stairs like this. This is gonna look good on video. Sorry. Let's try that again. So you come in like this. The exhibit hall is up here. Artist Alley is underneath, and you have this terrace around here and all around here, and you have escalators going like this, escalators going like this, and then the escalators going up to the exhibit hall. Right? They closed, and then the exhibit hall actually connects to these to the second story up here, but they closed that off. The only way to get there was to go down through the escalators and up through the other. So I had to go down this set of escalators, up this set of escalators, and they opened the main hall, the lobby, I guess you could call it, like on time. And it was no, they opened it a little early actually, because it was just full. It was an ocean of people. I was up there because I was by myself. I could like squeeze through people and stuff, but I'm just looking down at this ocean of people, and I'm like, what's going on here? Who is running this convention? Spoiler alert, nobody. So we get there, and I'm there, and I'm just waiting around, just trying to make conversation, be friendly with the people that I'm going to be crammed in with very soon. So they open up the hall, and they don't let people go through the top for whatever genius reason. You get what you pay for, I guess. So I had to go down these escalators and up the stairs. I'm not sure if it's stairs or escalators. I think it's stairs. But I went down the escalator, and I'm looking down, and there's like nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. It's just a sloshing ocean of people, just sloshing around. And I'm just going down the escalator, and I'm thinking like, how am I gonna get off the escalator? There's nowhere to step. People are just mixing around, and it was. I'm not afraid of crowds, but that was pretty scary. I can see why people who are afraid of large crowds are afraid of large crowds. So, I I get down the escalator. I don't get trampled. I'm surprised. Like, there's always ambulances the first day of Expo. I don't know. It's probably some like 60-year-old weeb who like, I don't know, saw some lewd cosplayer and just had a heart attack or something, nosebleed to death. I don't know. Um, anyways, I get down the escalator. Somehow I get off, and then where I'm like kind of going up the stairs with this slosh of people. Luckily, the Crunchyroll booth was right at the front, so I walked right in there. I figured out beforehand where on the map Crunchyroll was. I think it was it Crunchy? It was Crunchyroll. It was the Crunchyroll booth. Because for whatever reason, Kotobukiya doesn't have a booth there. I'm not sure if they distribute through Bluefin. That might be Bandai. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, so I'm waiting in line. I got my freaking $100 ready to just throw in the garbage because, like, figure is not going to make me any money. Actually, if I sold this, I would make a $200 profit. So, 300. Yeah, no, 200% profit if I sold this, which I will not because I love Zero Two because you already know. Anyways, I get to the front and I'm like, hey, do you guys still have the Kotobukiya exclusive 13th version 02? And the guy's like, oh, let me check. So he goes in the back and then he checks and I'm like sweating bullets at this point. I'm like pissing my pants. I'm so nervous. I'm like ready to just like lose my freaking mind if they don't have it because I'm thinking like, well, you know, maybe if I go the next day, but that'll be a pain. It might just be the same thing over again. Maybe I should have paid the $4,000 to get the skip the line ticket, the fast pass ticket, whatever it's called that they have there. So I get to the front. He's like, oh, this is the last one, and I'm like, oh, give it to me. So I got it. Moral of the story. Well, shit. There's no moral to this story. Anyways, I got the figure. It was a happy ending for me. Not a happy ending for probably the people behind me that wanted this. But very lucky to have this figure. I'm really glad that I got it. Let's open her up. I did open this once before. I haven't done like a exact unboxing, so to speak. But I've opened it up, taken a peek inside, given it a whiff. You know, the new figure smell. Not because I'm a creep, although I am kind of a creep, full disclosure. So let's open her up. I gotta hand it to Japan. They know packaging really well. Like you don't notice a lot of this stuff. Like because most people don't look at packaging. If you'll indulge me, I'd like to just talk about the packaging just for a minute. Like this packaging here. Go away for a second, 02. This packaging is so special. Oh my goodness, it's great. I mean, I say that of all packaging I have because I wouldn't keep it if it wasn't special. It's gorgeous. It might be hard to tell, but this is a matte finish all the way around, and then you have this nice big window. You know, it's always irritating to me when I get a figure and the window stops like here. I'm not a huge fan anymore of Funkos. I collected them for a while before I was like into it. Before I bought real figures. But when Funkos have the window that goes around, but when it has a window like this is kind of a bummer, because when you want to like look at the figure, you want to get some different angles of viewing, right? So it is nice to have this window here, again with the matte. Now, also another thing I want to point out: the background on the inside. It's not much. It really isn't. It's very minimal, but it does add a level of fineness. It does add a touch of fineness, which is something that I always try to appreciate whenever I open a product. I think, is this a little book or something? No, that's just the bottom. Yeah, you normally can't see this unless you actually open the figure, and I feel like most people who do this unboxing won't show this, but that's the bottom. Like, nobody sees this. Nobody sees the bottom part. No one probably will even look in the bottom if they were to buy this, but it's just beautiful. This graphic here, like, it looks great. This looks fantastic. I'm really happy with this product. I paid $100 for it. I gotta say, for what I got, it was worth it. It was a good deal. Anyways, that's enough brown nosing to the packaging. If you like this channel, I do talk about packaging a lot because I used to be a graphic design student, before before I switch to something else. But packaging is a big part of graphic design. Product presentation. Um, oh, I didn't talk about the logo. Well, the logo is okay. It's a pretty generic font, which is nice. It's easy to read. Um, you got the back, the background code 02 back here is 02. I like this. This is kind of old school with the uh, calligraphy style writing. Um, Thankfully, they didn't use like a comics. They're a Japanese professional company. No one's using Comic Sans. What am I saying? Anyways, yeah, that's enough about the packaging. It looks really, really good. There's nothing on the bottom. Sorry. Anyways, let's put that down. Yeah, the joke is like, oh, whenever fake Honda buys a figure, he just like tosses the figure just to keep the packaging. Anyways, let's open her up. When I open figures, I try to keep all the plastic and stuff attached, because is that sealed? No, because it does kind of help extend the lifespan of the figure. I think, I don't know. I don't have that many figures. Anyways, let's open that up. Yeah, whenever you buy a figure, it's really nice because they always just cover it in this. I know it's not shrink wrap, but this plastic that I think it does help with like minimizing the dust exposure. I mean, there's no dust in a box, but if you were to, I don't know, take it out or something. Anyways, I'm not a huge fan of figures if like the pose is really basic and stuff and generic. So a lot of the figures I have, they're kind of doing weird things and, just kind of in different poses. It's good for drawing. It's really good if you like to draw and if you're looking for like good drawing references. Here, let's get her nice and close. But yeah, here's what we got, and she looks fantastic. Like, this is a really nice looking figure. There's a lot of things about this particular. I'm gonna try something, so I apologize if you're blind for a second. Oh, there it is. Is that better? Actually, I think I do like that. Sorry. Okay. So, wow, that looks great. That lighting really made a difference. Yeah, where do I begin? Well, there's a lot of little details, just all over the place. For example, the slight gradation here, in there. If you were to compare this to like a prize figure, like a $30 to $40 figure, a lot of them probably won't have that level of detail or shading in the paint. I don't know if this was maybe it was hand painted. But I do like the different textures between the matte and the gloss. Like, I don't know if you can really tell, but like this part here is gloss as opposed to like the saddle part, I guess, which is matte. Zero Two, her suit is it is kind of a gloss. Yeah, it is kind of a gloss. She has the white and the red just look really nice. One thing I was a little disappointed on was the back of this. I mean, it's blank. I mean, I feel like that's how it looks when, she's kind of just walking around. But it would have been cool to have some kind of, gauges or something on in there. I saw a couple cosplayers that actually had this, and the gauges were, they had the LEDs and stuff. It was really great. But yeah, the back of it, like even this detail here, it's just a really well done presentation. But the main reason, the main reason I went with this one as opposed to as opposed to the regular one, other than the fact that it's an exclusive and really hard to get, other than the fact that I like the white, the face, like I said, the face, this is adorable. Look at that. Like, the hair is just flowing all over the place. It really is a nice figure. I'm really glad I got it. Would I buy another one to sell? Probably not, because that's too much work and I'm lazy. But yeah, it's a really expressive face. It's a really expressive pose as well, like the way that her spine is twisting a little bit on there, kind of like she's turning around. Yeah, it is a really, really well made figure. I apologize. I haven't done a lot of figure reviews, but I apologize if I'm like going out of frame a lot with her. I'm trying to look at the figure, look at the camera, look at the monitor at the same time. It'll get better, I promise, with practice. Yeah, even the bottom of her shoe there, it's got this pattern on it. Just really, really well made figure. Just really fantastic. And there's her ass. It's really nice too. Well sculpted, excellent, excellent figure with this gradation. Just oh man, the level of detail that they put in their figures, Kotobukiya. They are expensive. Kotobukiya figures are quite. They're not like, if you went to go buy like a Batman that's like this big and he's fighting the Joker and over Robin's dead body or something. I don't know. But it's a 1/7 scale. So if you're in a 1/7 scale, which I am because I don't have a ton of space, this is a great figure. Finding this on eBay, I wish you best of luck because you're going to be dropping like maybe like a good 300 maybe. Yeah, it's not a cheap figure, but you do get what you pay for. It looks great on a desk, on a PC. Yeah, so those are my thoughts. If you have any thoughts, if you have this figure or the other one, and you want to, tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, the red one's better, by all means, please let me know down below. If you like my content, I would really appreciate if you subscribe or like the video or whatever you want to do. I'm not super into grifting. I'm not doing this really to make money. I just want to talk about weeb shit. Anyways, always remember, watch out for piss on the seat.